Well, we're a little early, but I think it's a good time to crack open my next dungeon in a box. Alright, big reason I'm jumping the gun on this is I've been having trouble getting my normal videos I would have made during a time like this made. I was prompted for an update to my recording software, and it is throwing me off real bad. Doesn't help that it happened right after I had decided to update my drawing software. I knew that was going to be a thing, and I was expecting the thing that was going to be. This on top of it kind of threw a wrench at my head on all of this. But we got Dungeon in a Box. I have tested. The audio should be coming through okay, and this I know I can do. Despite the software issues I'm having, this one I can do. So we're doing Dungeon in a Box a little early. Might be fewer videos this week as I still figure out the little tweaks to this stuff, but keep your eyes on this space. There will be videos as I'm able to get them put together. Let's see. Ooh, okay, the title is already amazing. Battle in Paradise. That already sounds super cool, and there is this thing that looks like possibly a fae or celestial stag of some kind. This also came with one of the one-shots that I've picked up. This one is specifically supposed to be a dungeon delve, so that's why I was interested in it. I don't know which thing. Oh, they're including quality control cards. That's kind of cool. Tim C., a fearsome dragon. Let's see, this looks cool. This might be my dungeon delve, though. We've got kind of a maze underground, and on the flip side of it, sort of a pedestal in the middle of a lake. That feels very much like the tone of Delver's Gambit, as far as I was able to tell the tone from everything I looked at. But with everything else, let's see what we've got. Human barbarians and a cultist and devil. So 2 of these are from Pathfinder, 2 of these are from the Nalzur's line. Which, I know the Nalzur's line is good, I'm sure the Pathfinder line is good. Yeah, it looks like they are still feeling that they're a bit behind on the 3D minis they wanted to come with all of this, but hopefully those will come soonish. What have we got here? Okay, there's that antler stag guy again. Ooh, that. Okay, with this thing being part of it, I'm surprised they didn't just include the Reaper Bones Bone Devil, because that is spot on. Very, very similar to that. Like the spine extended into a scorpion tail, the wings. They're not exactly the same type of wing, but there exists a mini very much like what they've put onto this sheet here. I can see the human barbarian tone in some of this, and I see these things that I don't really know how to describe. They look a little bit, if you can see the dragony guy kind of center there. So it's not going to auto-zoom, unfortunately, because I have to turn that off, because otherwise it just kind of for the whole video. And I've done videos recently where I forgot to turn that off. Oops. But anyway, yeah, I can see the human barbarian influence in here, and I guess, yeah, this infernal-looking guy might be why they went with cultist and devil for 2 of these. So that's cool. Let's see, we're either going to get the Anchor of Velethieu, or the enhanced sailboat. Interesting. Got to see where that goes. We got the envelope of stickers. Cool. We've got our 3D terrain here. Ooh. Okay, so I see barrels, and I actually like the way they make barrels for this. Those barrels are pretty good. I see spears, which kind of remind me of the first one, and I think what we're looking at here is probably siege equipment, if I had to guess. So that looks pretty rad. On top of all of that, there's one more map here in the bottom. And I'm seeing a ship. And I'm seeing kind of a coral reef looking area. So all of that together, this looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I picked out the right map that's supposed to go with Delver's Gambit, but I'll look into that while I read over the book. So, I'm going to give this a read through, come back, let you know what I think, and we will proceed. Okay, this one was a lot. I had not been sure where they were going to go after, raiding a dragon's horde and then going into a library in the sky, and I should have guessed, it's designed for play in D&D, there's D&D to this, of course it was going to be planar travel, right? And so this goes into planar travel a bit. I don't want to really spoil anything, but it mostly reminded me, the first Dragon Age game had the weird little dream quest you were supposed to do with the magicians. I don't remember most of that. I just kind of remember the tone and how it felt, and this kind of had that tone and feel to it, if that makes sense. That might just be an obscure reference. I don't know how big Dragon Age Origins was. And I say it's the first one, I assume it is. I could be even wrong about where it falls in the series, but it's the only one I've played. So anyway, Adventure 9, all set to go. One more quick pause here. I'm actually going to build the terrain that I forgot to do. Alright, and we're back to it. The instructions on the site were not as much as I normally like, but I think I got these together correctly. They look right anyway. Got ballistas. So, I actually like how structurally sound these things feel. The barrels are pretty much the standard fare of stuff that you'll get, which is cool looking. Don't know how well it's going to hold up after the first time playing with them. But yeah, these actually feel pretty solid, which... hope that's right. Because any of this stuff that lasts for a while, that's super exciting for me. Anyway, back to describing the adventure. So you've got some real interesting, oh no, what's going on? These people aren't acting like normal people things. Kind of feels a little bit Star Trek-ish right at the beginning, if that makes sense. It's got that tone of, you turn up to this new island and something's off. And you can't quite place what's off, but it merits further investigation. And members of your own crew are starting to behave strangely as you're here. Again, I don't want to really spoil any of their stuff. This creature is important, and it kind of swoops in to help you out at a critical moment, but in a way that still puts a lot of agency in the player's hands, which I like. It's kind of tricky when you have very, very powerful NPCs moving and shaking in the world, and it can be really easy to fall into the trap of not... You can almost make the player characters spectators to the Great World events if you have too many, godlike beings getting directly involved in things, and this skirts that very well. It gets the advantages of showing how much is being done on the grand scale in the world without taking control of events out of the player's hands any more than it needs to as a established plot arc. So all of that said, this is really neat. Definitely a lot of good, strange, eerie, fae-like stuff going on in here, which I like a lot. 3 more adventures left after this one, so I'm curious to see where they go next. For a while, I was saying that not really sure what the escalation was going to look like. Now I'm looking at this going, they are so close to done. How are they going to fill 3 more months of stuff? So curious to see what they do next, and yeah, I will keep you guys posted. See you later. Thank you for watching. Please share the video with a friend or several friends, and let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see me draw in a future video. Later, y'all!